With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Number 24, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, third baseman, Steve Cook.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Miller waits on it. 1 down. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, it's no secret. They need the big Giancarlo Stanton to turn it around soon. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
Now in the box, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Popped him up. Andrews over to his left. Makes the play. 1 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brian Holiday. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the leadoff man is retired here to start the Tampa Bay third. Settling in now, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Now at the plate, Steve Cook.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Steve Cook.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Healy, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains steady at 6-4. So coming to the plate, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, great job right
Well,
there.
when you're going as well as he is, not
even
even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Estrada. The batter.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. 8 runs on 12 hits. And no errors for the Yankees so far. And the runner back safely. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in. The 3-2 pitch, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, It's ugly, and he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Austin Pruitt takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Aaron Judge will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Rounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under.
Stepping up to the plate, Steve Cook. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Holiday is there. And that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. Our score remains tied at 9 apiece. Brian Holiday will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Hit to third. Reined in. Throw in time and the side is retired. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up. And we are tied 9-9. At the plate, Steve Cook. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike. Valaika, the runner at third. Hicks over at second. Torres at first, one gone. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with two gone now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. To third. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. 11 innings, can't decide it. On to the 12th. Still tied. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Rays scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Kyle Frick claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes with Jacob Faria, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
So striding forward now, Steve Cook. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Up next for the Rays, Tavares. And their runners at the corners now.
Right fielder.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. This one's down to third. He's got it. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head to the 2nd inning here in St. Pete. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. Standing in, number 86. He'll get his first shot with the bat here.
Number 86.
Lagares leads off first with 1 away. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. There to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So digging in now, Steve Cook. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Now batting, Jordan.
And there he goes towards second. The bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into third, and he's safe.
All right, good job right there. Good
I mean, this is old school baseball at its finest right there. Put the speed demon at the top of the order that creates havoc on the base paths, and then your number 2 hitter who's supposed to have the best bat control. Why not implement the hit and run? And it worked to perfection.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ball. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
The 2-1. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Runner goes for second. Fly ball to straightaway left. Castillo is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Into the box, number 86. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Catcher, number 86.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Striding into the box, Steve Cook. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and that is 27 for him on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Ready for another chance? Steve Cook comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Stepping in, number 86. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. At the plate, Juan Lagares. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Center fielder, Juan Lagares.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. Cook is up. And that's out number 1. Digging in, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still D-roll.
Begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Cook, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 2 out with the man at first. High in the air down the right field line. Tavares sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. Tampa Bay took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Paul Blackburn earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Perez was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
3 hours and 58 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Fish that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder.